No, it's after with the jersey. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. It's always special to welcome a new Patriot, and today's presentation carries a special value to me because 25 years ago, as the stadium was being constructed, we started a tradition that brings pride and promise to bringing the Patriots' top pick out here and presenting him with a #1 jersey. And that tradition started exactly 25 years ago when we brought Richard Seymour here and presented him with the #1 jersey. And today we continue that tradition and legacy with another young man that hopefully will bring us into a new era the same way Richard did in his early years. So it's a great honor for me to introduce our #1 draft pick, Will Campbell here. And yeah.
What's going on? How y'all doing? First off, before any questions, I just want to, say a special thank you to the Crafts, the entire Patriots coaching staff. It's a complete honor and privilege to represent this organization. I'm super excited to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds, and we can open up with some questions.
Last night you spoke very passionately. Sorry about that. Last night you spoke very passionately about a conversation you had with Elliott Wolf in Week 5 of last year, where you said, "New England is where I want to go. New England is where I want to play." What was the spark maybe behind that passion? And given the fact that there's a whole new coaching staff here, I don't think Drake had even played at that point. What caused you to think that way? And I guess is this the culmination of that conversation?
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing for me was I wanted to play for an organization that had history, that cared, that wants to win. That's the thing for me. I want to come in and I want to win, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And, Drake is a heck of a player. I'm super excited to, build our relationship. Coach Vrabel is a guy that I want to play for. This is an organization, the proof is in the pudding with this place. And that's something that I want to be a part of. So for me to be able to represent, this organization, wear that logo on the side of my helmet and on the front of my jersey, it's everything I could ever ask for.
Hey, Will over here. Welcome to New England. Congratulations
Yes, sir,
on getting drafted. Coach Vrabel told us yesterday about your workout. We know he had the blocking pad. You put him on the ground. Setting that aside, he'd also expressed he could tell in your eyes you made a point that day to get drafted #4 overall. Can you provide some more detail what that visit and workout was like and what you did to obviously deliver yourself as a #4 pick?
Yeah, for me, it was just coming out there and, giving them everything that they flew down there to get, showing how intense I was, how coachable I can be, and just really having all eyes on what they wanted to see. Whatever they wanted to see, I was willing to do, no matter what it was. And that's something that I just wanted them to know, because I'm going to do whatever they ask me to do to help this team win in any way that I can.
Hey, Will. Congratulations. Welcome
Thank
to New England. Mike Vrabel was saying yesterday that, sounds like you're probably going to play left tackle here, or at least give you that opportunity. What does that mean to you, and how important is that to you to play left tackle?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool opportunity to have. I'm just super thankful for them giving me this opportunity, them believing in me. I'm super excited for what the future holds here, and I really just can't wait to get back out here after today and get back to work.
Hi, Will. Congratulations on getting drafted. I'm just curious. I know you wore number 66 at LSU, and it seems like you're going to wear that here as well. Just what's the significance of that number for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that I started wearing my freshman year in high school. Uh, that number has gone with me as I've grown as a player, and I continue to grow as a player. So I'm just super thankful that Wes was able to, let me wear that, and that it all just worked out. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to it.
Will, nice to meet you. Congratulations. What has today been like for you? What have you been doing? You got on the plane, you came here. What did you do with the ownership group, and what have you done since you've gotten here to Foxborough?
Yeah, I mean, we flew in this morning, had some breakfast, things like that. But it's just been really everybody meeting my family. We're out of the, it's an interview process now. It's over. So now it's all about, the next step, and that's us getting ready to go play this coming up season, and just being up here, still building a relationship with all the coaches and things like that, meeting some of the guys. So yeah, that's really what today has consisted of.
Hey, Will, congratulations. Welcome to New England. I'm curious, what's it meant for you working with Duke Manyweather? I know you guys have been doing some stuff together. And how do you feel like he's helped you advance your game in the time that you have been together?
Yeah, for sure. Duke is the best, I think, when it comes to, offensive line training. The guys that he trains speaks for themselves. I think, this past season he trained 8 Pro Bowlers. So, that's something that I want to be a part of, and he's very, hands-on. That's what I like. That's what I like about Coach Vrabel, too. And so for me to be able to go and work with him, I had the opportunity whenever I was in college, and I knew that after those 2 days there training with him, that's where I was going to be as long as I'm playing. Yes, sir.
Hi, Will. Congratulations. I'm just curious, as you walked in today, your first thoughts of Gillette Stadium.
Oh, that's awesome. Whenever I came here for my 30 visit right after the NFL Combine, I walked in here and came in right over there. Whenever you come up here, you always see it on TV and all the history, that comes with this stadium. For me to be able to, put that jersey on and run out of that tunnel here coming up soon is going to be pretty special.
Will, welcome to New England. Just wondering, Drake May posted last night on X. He said, love this guy already after some of your comments last night. Just 2 questions. Have you had the opportunity to speak with Drake May, and just generally your reaction to his comments last night?
Yeah, I mean, that's my quarterback. So I'm just super excited to continue to build the relationship with him, get to know each other as people. It's something I'm looking forward to. I'm a quarterback guy. I care about him a lot off the field and on the field. And, yeah, we were able to talk. He met my family. So that was pretty cool. We just talked for a little bit. He had to do some stuff and things like that, and we had stuff to do. But, it was short and sweet, but, that relationship will continue to grow, as more as I'm up here.
Hi, Will. Welcome to New England. I just wondering if you have talked to Josh McDaniels, and how do you see yourself fitting his offense?
Yeah, I was able to talk to, Coach McDaniels whenever I was up here on my 30 visit. And, he's been here for so long. It's just an honor to play for him. He's coached a lot of good offenses, in his years here, and I'm just super excited to get to work with him. I'm going to do whatever he asks of me, and I'm just really honored to be able to play for him.
Hey, Will, back over here. Coach Vrabel's talked a lot about culture, and it seems like that was something that appealed when he drafted you. What is your goal, your vision, how you intend to help him rebuild that here as Mike's first round pick?
Yeah, culture is everything. Culture wins you games. That goes for, any stage of any sport. It could be high school, college, NFL. that's what's going to set you up for success in the long run. Because whenever you have that bond and, you know, the trust in the guy next to you in that relationship, you're willing to do whatever to make sure that you succeed and not let the guy next to you down. And, you know, that's something that I'm all about. I want everybody on the field to know that I'm going to give them everything I have. I want them to have full trust in me and that I'm going to execute my job. And let's just go win some games.
Hey, Will. Who has made the trip with you here today, and maybe share what those people mean to you?
Yeah, my mom, dad, my brother, my girlfriend, and my agent and my co-agent are here. And, you know, those are people that have done everything for me, especially my family, my girlfriend. They've been with me for a lot longer than my agent has. But I'm just super thankful for them. They're people that I lean on, you know, in this process, and even outside of the, you know, the football aspect of things. And, you know, I'm super lucky to have them. They're the best, you know, circle that I could ask for. And yeah, I love them all.
Well, welcome to New England and congratulations.
Thank
you. Describe your play style as nasty on the field. How do you describe your off-field personality in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a very personable guy. One thing about me is I can relate to anybody. Coming from Louisiana, you have a chance to meet all different types of people, and I'm able to create a relationship with whoever that might be, able to understand people no matter where they come from, who they are. And I'm just a personable guy. I can get along with anybody. I like to talk to people. I can conversate with anybody, whoever it might be. But yeah, in the locker room, I just want, you know, everybody to give their best every single day, expect the best out of each other, and just push each other to, you know, the best of each other's ability.
Will, you were just speaking about kind of off the field. I know you have a very giving personality and charities that you contribute to. I'm just curious how and if you plan on bringing that giving up here to New England, giving back to this community.
Yeah, no doubt. This is the community that supports us. This is the community that fills up these seats in this stadium. So, you know, I feel like that's a service you have to do and that I want to do. It's something that I've done not just in my community where I grew up, but throughout the state of Louisiana. So for me to be able to do that here, I think would be really special, and it's something I look forward to doing.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, coming from the SEC, you're obviously used to high expectations and a high level of play. How do you feel like that prepared you for the expectations of the fans in New England?
Definitely. You know, LSU is the most premier university in the country. Everybody that goes to LSU has opportunity to, you know, play in stadiums like these. And, you know, it's everything I could have asked for. The guys that came way before me laid the blueprint for guys like me to come in and just follow and trust in and just work towards. They laid the foundation. I just had to, you know, follow the blueprint. And, you know, I just feel like it's the closest thing to the NFL that you can get. And I'm just super thankful for everything they've done for me, not only on the field, but off the field. And I feel like they prepared me. Yes, sir. Thank y'all.